everybody. How are y'all doing?
Hello. Good.
Good. The reason why I brought you all into this meeting is because we've been having some issues with a lot of homelessness going on in our community, and you all have issues that we need to discuss and so we can come up with an intervention to help with this going on. And so we'll just start with you, Leanne. It's good to see you.
Thank you. My name is Leanne. I'm a store owner, and I've had some problems with loitering, and shoplifting has increased, and I'm losing business.
Oh, it's not good.
No, it's not.
It's not good. Curtis?
Well, speaking of what Leanne was just talking about, at the police department, we have been getting a lot of calls from concerned parents and business owners in the community. And they was talking about stores being broken into, a lot of loitering in front of stores, and food being stolen out of grocery stores. And so we've been getting a lot of calls and making a lot of arrests here lately. And our jails are simply just getting overcrowded. I mean, true enough, they may be getting a meal for the day, but it can't be used as an alternative in our jail system. So.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Q? Wave 3 News is getting awful busy these days, hasn't it?
Wave 3 News. Of course, I'm a news reporter, as you all know, and I've been getting several tips, and I've been covering a couple stories about the homeless people loitering in the area, or like the jails being overcrowded and running out of food. I've also been stalking teens because they seem to like beating up the old people, the homeless people, especially the older ones. They like beating up older homeless people. And I've been covering the story on that too, so which will be on tonight, Wave 3, News at 11.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And Bobby, it's good to see you.
Thank you. I'm actually one of those concerned parents that Captain Curtis was talking about. Not only do I feel like the homeless in our community are putting a bad image on our neighborhood, but also my concern for my children is my utmost concern. I have a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old that walk to school and back from school every day. They're continuously hounded by the homeless, asking for money, for food. They say that they're drunk. They can smell it on them. I'm just very concerned for their safety, and that's my number one concern.
Right. Your kids are a big concern. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is another social worker now will be going out and assessing the community and seeing how bad it has gotten out there. I know last year there was hardly any homelessness or any problems with the homeless people out there, but that was before the shelter burned down. And so with the shelter being burned down, these people have no place to go, so they are loitering and causing chaos. So we will do that at the next meeting. We'll come back and we'll talk about how that went and what we can do to help out the community.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
If I have spare change, I'll give it to them.
I noticed that they're outside of your business. This is your business, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how has that affected your business?
Well, I feel bad and I can't keep them off the streets, but it has hurt it some. I try to help when I can. Community needs to come together for something.
me, sir. Sir? Hello. We're two local social workers here. We're actually going around interviewing business owners and local homeless. We understand that the situation has kind of gotten out of hand right now. We've seen a very growing number of homeless in the community. Would you mind speaking with us for a moment?
Sure, why not?
So, have you noticed
One of those things.
Yeah? Okay. How
Did
did...
you stay in the shelter? So you've been living outside?
There's nowhere to go. And, I don't have any family here, and so make the best I can.
Excuse me, sir. Could you participate in this? Would you like to participate? Were you close to the shelter? You were in the shelter? And so when it burned down, you guys had no place to go, correct? No place to go at all. You guys think our community be able to come together and help you guys? Because you guys are a member of this community. Yeah. Okay.
Have you guys talked to any local resource people on trying to get funding for the local shelter?
We don't know anything about that.
You don't know anything
Yeah, we
about
don't
that?
know any resources or anything. Most of the people in nice business, they help us out to give us some change so we can possibly get some food to eat.
Well, maybe we can, since we're assessing the neighborhood, we can come up with a plan to maybe help you all
Exactly.
get the shelter rebuilt.
And we would appreciate that.
Would you guys be willing to go around and work with local business owners and maybe go and speak to different stakeholders who might be able to help us rebuild the shelter? You guys would be able to. Okay, can we get you guys' names? Okay.
My name is Jake Smith.
Okay.
John Jacob, Jacob Harper Smith.
John Jacob.
That's quite a long name, sir.
All right, you guys. Thank
Is
you
this
guys.
where you all, we can find you all every day?
Unless it's
Unless we
home
get
blows
kicked
over
away.
again, because it blew down the street earlier. So
Oh no, that's not good. Alright, well thank you guys so much and hopefully we can help you all out, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah.
Hi everybody, it's good to see you all back again. Bobby and I went out and we assessed our community and a couple of neighborhoods and we noticed that last year the homeless rate was... Okay, so last year from the surveys and stuff, we noticed that it was only 2% of homelessness out there, and there wasn't a big issue because the shelter was still there, obviously. And then this year, since 4 months ago when the shelter burned down, we noticed that the homelessness has went up to about 10%. And so that was part of our assessment, and then Bobby has some more.
And also through our assessment, we noticed there are tons and tons of businesses and institutions that have the power and the resources to make a change in the community, but they simply aren't doing their part. The homeless are affecting their businesses, but in order for that to stop, they are the ones that need to influence the community, and because they simply have the power. The homeless have no power. They can't do it on their own. So it's these businesses and those institutions that are maybe outside the community that really hold the power to be able to make change. And also, there are no resources for the homeless people to use. As we had interviewed two homeless, they simply don't know where to go. They don't know how to help. They don't know the method in helping themselves. Said they've relied on the shelter for we don't know how long. But now that that shelter's gone, it's like their home has burned down. They have nowhere to go, and they don't know how to help themselves.
Okay. So they setting up these camps all throughout the neighborhoods.
Exactly, and that's what the community members are seeing. It's just there's a growing number, and they're usually in groups, so it just makes it look worse. It really does.
Okay.
And also in terms of violence, we've seen a growing number of violence towards the homeless, and that's something that Q actually had reported on. If you could fill in the group a little bit about that.
Well, again, this week there was another incident where some teens were kicking and harassing several homeless people. And, this man ended up in the hospital with severe injuries. And, of course, I was there to report it. And it's a very unfortunate series of events that's been going on lately in the community. And something needs to be done because this is like the umpteenth time it's happened. It's really unfortunate.
I remember that case.
So, and it seems like that police officers are being spread out and
Yes.
working overtime, and they can't catch everybody in the action. And
Well, they're working tirelessly. They can't get home to their families, and and they getting all this overtime. But it's a problem within our community, and my office is doing the best they can possibly do. But something else needs to be done about this situation.
right, we appreciate all the help that they're putting out there for us. Leanne, how's your business doing?
Well, it's still not doing that great, but I have talked to city officials and have agreed to donate 10% of our proceeds that our store makes in the month of March for the homeless shelter that will be built again soon. I also wanted to offer my some purchasing for the food for the kitchen to help out in the future.
That sounds awesome. Thank you so much for that. And I know in the community, the firefighters and some of the police officers have gotten together and said that they would help donate their time to help rebuild the shelter, do what they can do, and then I'll talk to some of the plumbing companies and electrical companies, and they've agreed to help out as much as they can, whenever they're not busy doing their regular jobs.
We plan to go out into the community and go to within the community and go door to door and advocate on behalf of the homeless, and see if we can't raise donations and blankets and maybe canned goods and stuff for the homeless. But I think it would be beneficial if we can get the homeless to also participate and advocate for themselves as well.
And I would like to offer maybe some jobs training for my store. With if you guys have a group of homeless guys,
Okay.
I would like to offer job training for them.
It's really good.
That sounds good. Thank you,
That's
Leanne.
exactly
That's a
what
great
we need.
resource.
That's exactly what we need.
I would like to help the homeless mobilize themselves,
Okay.
to advocate for themselves, come up with some chant or something, help rebuild our home, rebuild our shelter, and something like that, some catchy chant that I'm sure I'll think of soon. And help them make signs and come together and teach them, how to approach people, how to speak, and not how to speak, but what's appropriate to say and what's not appropriate to say.
Right.
And hopefully to bring them together as one cohesive unit to bring about change.
Well, that sounds really good, Q. Thank you so much for helping them out. And Bobby and I did talk to two of the homeless guys that really wanted help, wanted to advocate for themselves. So maybe we can pick you up with us two, and you can help them out. And maybe they can also go after they've learned from him, go with you all door to door and help advocate for themselves.
That'd be great.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good idea. So we'll get working on that, and maybe next week when we come back, we'll be able to go over everything that's going on and see how all the interventions and stuff went with this.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Q. Once again, let's take time to introduce ourselves so we'll get better acquainted with each other.
My name is Andrew Fogarty.
Nice to
I've
meet you.
been homeless for about 12 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Relied on the shelter for about the past 8.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do.
Well, that's why you're here, and I'm so excited to help you guys. I love, teaching individuals and mobilizing the community and getting things started. Yes, so excited. And you are.
My name is Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been homeless for 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I have nowhere to go,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm cold and hungry.
Well, there are some snacks and water on the table. If if you need anything, I'm so sorry I don't have anything else, but doing the best I can.
Thank you.
I'm here to help you, and hopefully your shelter will be rebuilt soon.
Me too.
You?
My name is Susan, and I recently graduated from college about a year ago and had a good job, and the company went out of business, and so I lost my home and everything. So I've been living at the shelter until it burned down, and I do have a job. It's not what my degree is in, but it doesn't pay enough to cover an apartment or anything. So
Right.
I'm just working for food.
I understand. So, once again, this is why you guys are here. I'm going to help you mobilize and stand together and unite so you guys can bring about change in the community, because this community has assets that can be tapped into, and we just need you guys to help kickstart it. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, so here we are. As far as community organizing or mobilizing comes together, you guys should know several things. First off is the approach. Of course, people are scared of you because you are homeless, and I'm not trying to be, mean or nasty or anything, but this is just the reality of the situation. So when we approach people, I just want you to be as humble as possible. I'll give you some, basic cleaning tools. You can groom yourselves, just look as presentable as possible. And, we'll try to help out. The church has provided donations, so you guys should be able to clean yourselves up, groom yourselves, and they have some clothes, so you can wear it and just look presentable when you come to these people, and just be yourselves and just be humble. And secondly, we need a slogan. Does anyone have any ideas about a slogan that you would like to have? Because the slogan is the centerpiece of community organizing. If you have a catchy slogan, it's going to catch on, and people are going to love it, and it sticks in your head like a song. It doesn't go away. Like Barney, I love you, you love me, we're best friends as friends would be. Great big hug and kiss from you. Won't you say you love me too? It's catchy. So, does anyone have ideas about that?
I don't know.
It come back to me. I got a lot of time.
Okay.
That's all I do is think.
Okay. How about you, Sarah? Do you have an idea?
No.
I have one. Maybe like something about, I don't know, rebuild our shelter to save our community or help our community. Or, I don't know.
Well, it's a good idea, good suggestion. I like it, and I think maybe you should go roo, build our community. Let's go today. Make it like an upbeat thing, because people like upbeat things. Again, it's catchy and it's cheerleadery and people like that. Also, I have some notes and some handouts about certain community resources that you guys may not know about. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And there are like basic addresses or phone numbers that you guys can call, and there are like local food kitchens. Food pantries, and also that will take you in if you need a meal, like temporary daytime shelters. I'm sorry if we don't have night shelters or an official homeless shelter, but we do have temporary daytime services in the community that you guys maybe like want to look into or something like that. There's also emergency contact numbers. There are also actually a medical clinic that specializes in like emergency care and dentistry. So anything you need should be on those pamphlets.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
you're welcome.
This will come in
Mhm.
real good, real handy.
And so, as far as slogan, we should all stand up and practice. I came up with it, and I think you guys are gonna love it.
Okay.
So we should stand together, especially if we decide to march or host march, we want to remain united. We have to be united. We have to seem like we're cohesive. We have to be together. Okay.
Okay.
And I need you guys to do like strong, powerful movements, not weak movements, because people don't pay attention to weakness. We need strong, powerful movements so that way they can see that we're together and they'll take us seriously.
And we won't scare them?
And we won't skip them.
Okay.
So we march. We want to raise our right hand. I'm bad with like hand directions. I'm lucky I got it right the first time. Okay, and we're gonna go in the air like 1, 2, 3. Everybody got it?
Yes.
So it's gonna go Roo, Ra, Roo. Help us today. We're tired of being homeless. Build us a new shelter today.
Okay.
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 Got it.
Got it. Okay. And so, now we've got that down. Maybe we should go, like make signs and hold them up as we're marching, because it's gonna be more than us, of course. And I'm going to get other members of the community, and I'm going to put the word out because I'm on Wave 3 once again. This is what I do. So marketing is also key. I will put the word out through electronic media, print media, and all types of other media, especially social media, because everybody uses Facebook, and it's amazing. So we should go make signs.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
My name is and as you know, the homeless shelter in the community has burned down, and we're in the process of trying to rebuild that shelter to accommodate our homeless population. Here today with me, I have Sarah,
Hi.
who is homeless, and she would like to share with you her story.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I've been homeless for about 5 years. I've recently been receiving services from our local church,